Come on. It's fast breaks. Listen. We back with another one.
Fast breaks, yeah, we coming with the takes. Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights. Man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands. We run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan. We got love for the game, we don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm to run the fast break, throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break, throw me the outlet. We on the break, it's fast break. We on the break, it's fast break. Let's go.
You know the vibes. Here. You thought I was ducking because of this law? Nah. So what is it?
Not the one ducking today.
No. I'm not afraid.
Yes, sir. Fast break. Let's get it. I'm not gonna lie. A year later, and the theme song still hits. That's one of your greatest.
You got the best theme song.
It still hit. It's still hit.
Man.
It's some of your best work. I'm not gonna. All your stuff usually hit for me, but like the theme song hits.
Yeah, this beat is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I went in with this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I never asked you how long it took you to even do it.
Man, all right, this one. All right, I didn't make it specifically for fast breaks for those listening, right? When I made that, it took me a minute. Like I made the melody because I was just trying out some new sounds that I got from contact. If you don't make beats, you don't know what I'm talking about. But I was just trying something new that I had downloaded with that make sounds, right? For producers. And I was trying to make the bass line different. I think I made the melody just playing around, and then the drums. I had the drum pattern too, but the bass line, like I wanted to do something different from what's like from most drill type beats out there. So like because of that, I kind of dragged it out. Like I said, okay, I don't have the idea. I have the idea, but I couldn't execute it right away. So I just put it down for a minute, and then I went back and forth with it, and then I don't know. It probably took like I think I put it down for like months, like almost a year or something like that. Yeah, and then came back to it and finished it.
It's fine.
And then when we come back with fast breaks, I said, you know what?
Yeah,
let's come back with a bang. You know what I mean? And then Pharaoh went in on there, and then now we are here.
Yeah, that's right. Put the home for yourself. Here, Fast Breaks family, what's happening? It's your boy Alan Lewis. I'm here at PR 1995. Paul Robinson, Coach Paul, none other than. As you can see, it's just the two of us running the 2-man game today.
That's a fact.
Our co-hosts Andre and Ro wanted to be Paul George and Embiid for Halloween this year. They cosplaying for Embiid and Paul George, and they out for opening week of NBA. Craziness.
That's crazy.
Craziness. But shout out to them. They'll be back soon. I hope they're doing good. You know, people get busy. It's life. It's what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the NBA is back. It's NBA week. It's been some crazy games so far. And actually, as we speak right now, Jordan Poole's going crazy in the first quarter against the Celtics right now.
Oh, that's why it's close. Because I was wondering, why is the Wizards and the Celtics so close?
It makes no sense.
I gotta activate my league pass.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, I gotta activate.
I need to get my league pass. I haven't signed in to my account yet, so I gotta do that. I gotta do that and set it up. Pay for the year. It's gonna be a good season. Yeah, man, we got a good show for y'all today, man. Couple things we gotta talk about, Paul. I know your Knicks got mollywopped this week already by the Celtics. It was crazy. Yeah, all right. We're gonna talk about it. But I think y'all should be worried. I'm not gonna lie.
Really? All right. Okay.
I think y'all should be worried because it kind of opened my eyes to just a couple different things. But we're gonna talk about it.
All right.
But first, I just wanted to shout out to Liberty. I know you know what to say. Shout out to Liberty, bring home the ship to NYC. Yeah, it's fire. It's good. First ship in a very long time for New York sports, man. But first ship for Liberty in the 28 years. Yeah.
No. Yeah, wait, who was the last team in New York? Was it the Giants?
I think it was the Giants. Yeah, Giants was the last team. The 2011. Yeah. That's a long time.
That's crazy.
That's a very long time for New York.
The Mets got close. The Rangers got close. The Liberty got close last year.
The Yankees, yeah.
Shout
out to the Yankees, I guess.
Yankees might do it again. I'm not apologizing for that. I don't care.
Wouldn't you rather the New York team do it, though?
I forget. These Yankee fans didn't support the Mets in 2015.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I didn't forget.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. So New York sports is kind of lit right now, except for Monday night. So I want to shout out to Liberty. Specifically, I want to shout out Sabali because she went crazy in Game 5.
Did.
She was not playing really much minutes the whole series, the whole playoffs. So she just came in and really took charge. And that was my favorite part of the series. I got to see her do her thing. And she kind of took over the game and won them the game.
Yeah. She had a streak a streak. What was it, a few minutes?
Yep.
Where she just took over. And for those who don't know who she is, she's the sister of the WNBA player that Grant Hill was trying to.
That was crazy. I forgot about that.
No, I didn't. Once I saw the last time, I said, "Oh, okay." I knew I saw that last name somewhere.
Yo, speaking of her, she was in the parade today. She's right there with her sister, celebrating in the parade. That's not crazy.
Her sister was on the court.
The court, I understand, because you there supporting your sister, but you can't be at the parade after. That's wild to me. You're an active WNBA player.
Yeah,
you play for on the court. I get it. It's game 5. Your team's already out. You celebrating your sister, and you happen to be the game supporting her, and then that happens. Spur of the moment, you go on the court, you celebrate. But days later, you at the parade, you on a parade.
When you had time
that's
to settle down and think, all right, now I have to figure out how to get there. She said, all right, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go to the
parade. Bro, I saw the radio. She was on a parade. She was on the float right next to her sister dancing like she won the chip. You're an active NBA player. You're an active WNBA player. You can't be on the ship celebrating with a whole other team.
With
your other team paying your checks.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I saw it today. I was just like, yo.
But you know what it is, though?
Yeah.
This season, I think there's this kind of feel of the Liberty winning is more. It feels like it's more of a celebration of the WNBA than it is of the Liberty winning.
That's a very good point.
You know what I mean? So I think everybody is happy that New York got the chip, that Brianna Stewart got another chip, that they beat the Aces, right? So it feels like there's a parity in the WNBA. What else? That they know that there's a crop of young talent that's in college right now and in the WNBA with Caitlin Clark and injuries and them that are going to take over the WNBA, and they're this is the beginning of a new era. I think that's what it feels like.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
agree
New
with you.
York Liberty got their first chip. That is literally the definition of a new era. A
Facts.
new team, well, not a new team, but a different team wins their first chip. It's symbolic. That's why I think everybody's kind of like, let's celebrate this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. That's a really good point, actually, especially because Liberty, it's one of the original franchises too of the
Yes.
WNBA. So the fact that they got the chip after 28 years, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And they did it by like really like building. You know what I mean? It all started with Sabrina like what 4 years ago, I think. And it just kept getting better. They kept building as a team. They moved the team from Westchester to actually Brooklyn, and they played in the city. And just like you said, it's a brand new time in the WNBA. And actually, I don't know if you saw this, but like they just opted out of their the CBA deal.
Yes.
So this was the first time they were able. This was the first year they had the options of like opt out, and it's a good time, man, because like viewership is up. I think I saw on the news they said that viewership was up by like 48%, to like close to 50% up viewership. This is a good time to opt out, and
See,
it's
you know what's
it's
a
a
good
new era for W.
for real. But you know what's crazy? Like
Mhm.
all the people that used to say they just have to have a better product. They just have to um they have to create a demand
Mhm.
for the percentages for the splits that they want in their CBA and all of that.
Mhm.
Like they have to not be a league that's like at a deficit every year. They gotta create
Mhm.
more excitement. They did that.
Yeah,
They
they
fight
did
like
that.
nobody could say anything. They're going to get the splits that the NBA players got. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
and let me say this: y'all can hate on Caitlin Clark all y'all want. Caitlin Clark is the reason for this.
Ah,
Caitlin, now, come on, let's call
you
a spade
you
a spade. Let's call a
you
spade.
right. You right.
She came in playing like Curry, and then not only that, the team got good.
Yeah,
The team got
and
good.
they made the playoffs. They made the
They
playoffs.
made the watch the FIBA next year. Watch.
No, they're gonna be really good. They're gonna be very
I'm
good.
telling you.
I think.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say like she. How do I say? She like brought in the eyes, but I'm glad like the other players were able to like really like they took advantage of the opportunity,
Of
and
course.
because they've been good this whole time.
Right, right,
Obviously,
yeah, right. You're like,
some real ballers this whole time. So
yeah.
I'm glad they did not waste the opportunity and that they just took complete advantage of the opportunity and showed the world that they could really play. So shout out to the whole W, like in all, for like really seizing the opportunity, and the league is just going to grow from here in all women's sports, honestly. And I don't know if you saw, but they're doing that 3-on-3 league
On TNT.
on TNT. That's
On
big.
TNT, yeah,
They're
yeah,
getting bread.
because
They're getting bread.
TNT's this is the last year of NBA on TNT. So let's see if they got something new. That league, I gotta learn more about that league, how the business works.
Yeah,
Are Brianna Stewart and the FISA gonna be playing in the league?
I think they're going to be playing in it too.
See that creates a very interesting dynamic.
Dynamic, yeah.
That
And
creates a very. I gotta look more into that league, man. Like
I
how
think
the
all
business works.
I think all the players are most of the players have like some stake of ownership in it. Actually,
But who's the majority? Isn't it Nafisa and Brianna?
they started at least, but
They
once
started
you
it.
like
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but once you get into like TNT and like maybe other brands might have like some ownership stake in it. When you talk about, because at this point you're talking about partnerships.
Yeah.
That's where the money comes from when you're doing the partnership. So we're gonna see. I don't know if they own the majority of it still, or they plan to like sell majority of it. But that's what happens when you talk about the money coming in. So we're gonna see.
Facts.
I look because that is interesting too.
Yeah. That's that. Imagine owning the league that you play in. Imagine the amount of corruption.
I bet not see no super teams.
Nah, I'm telling you. Except for my
Nafisa, right? It's gonna be Brianna, and it's gonna be Nafisa and Caitlin on the same team
you
playing 3-on-3
and
against
Asia
everybody else.
and all of
And
that. Yo,
Asia,
I'm telling you.
crazy.
That's wild.
I'm excited to see it though. It's gonna be lit.
And the good thing about it too is Caitlin Clark isn't playing in it. So if it does well, then that would be proof that it's not just Caitlin Clark too.
That's facts. That's right.
Because she
Is
said
that
she's not gonna play.
guaranteed? Oh, she said that herself.
Yeah, I think she said she wants a break because she went straight from the NCAA.
Yeah.
Right, she went straight from the NCAA tournament to the league,
Mhm.
and then the only break she had was because she wasn't on Team USA.
Yeah, that's
And
only
then-
like 2 weeks at most.
Yeah. And then right back at it. So
But it's supposed to start in like January, no? That's a good enough break. It's
it
like
starts in
off season.
January.
I think so. I don't think it starts like right away.
I guess she wants a full off season.
I'm not mad at her, and this gives her time to work on other stuff too, because she's going to be like a whole brand. She could like have some other stuff in it. So I'm not mad at her.
Yeah.
Shout out to W. Salute. I can't wait for next season.
Nah,
I can't wait till Juju gets into the league. When Juju Watkins,
Yeah, we gotta wait like 2 years for that.
I know. I can't wait till
I can't. You gotta wait 2 years. That's too long, bro.
She's gonna be so good. They need to change that rule. But with the new CBA coming, that might be a change we're gonna see. New CBA.
Juju, the league needs you. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, on to the NBA. It's NBA week, opening week. Paul, the other day was ring night for the Celtics, and they mollywopped y'all. And that's all you gotta say. You don't feel way about it.
No,
I would be worried. All right, so we talk about the game, man.
You tell me why I should feel away.
You should feel, and like I'm gonna just make a disclaimer. Obviously, it's just one game. Everything I'm saying, I know is an overreaction, but like that's just where it goes. It's only been one game. Everything we say is overreaction.
Yeah.
But so what I saw from we're talking about Celtics versus Knicks. The Knicks got blown out by the Celtics last night. It was a barrage of threes. Everything went down for the Celtics, and I know they just made a crazy amount of shots. But my thing is with the Knicks, the whole thing is defense, and I feel like they did not play defense well at all against the Celtics. Like I'm not saying that like the Celtics didn't have like a very good night, but I think even if the Celtics made only just half their shots that they did, the Knicks are still getting blown out because they gave up so many open shots, and that's the Knicks' whole identity is defensive end. But now with this new roster, I feel like they can't hang their hats on the end anymore because they're getting caught in like simples. I don't know. Only from what I saw. Again, this is only just one game. Maybe it's just a matchup with Boston because literally everyone can make threes. So maybe it's just a matchup thing, and they're not going to be like that for like the other teams. But like they couldn't even like handle the rotation against the Celtics. And again, just because everyone was sitting threes, so the ball moves around faster than anybody's 2 feet can. So maybe that's the thing. But that's what I saw. I feel like they couldn't keep up with Boston. I saw a bunch of times Jalen Brunson was going like this back and forth because he couldn't keep up with the rotation because they weren't rotating well. And I think it starts with Cat. Cat gets caught in a ball screen, and he don't look like he knows what to do out there. And I think it's a very different from Hartenstein. And so Tibbs got to figure that out.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said Cat doesn't know what he's doing out there, right? He looks like he doesn't know what he's doing out there because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. He doesn't know what he's doing on the offensive end. Neither does Mikal. Neither does Jalen Brunson. Neither do it. You got to understand something, right? When we traded Julius, it's one thing to get Mikal Bridges, but once you traded Julius Randle, you effectively reset the team chemistry. Like it's complete. They have no chemistry. Nobody's talking about the offensive end. They have no chemistry offensively, and they haven't had any chemistry in the preseason either, right? The bench got more chemistry than them because the bench, they have less stars, less ego, less people that's like trying to like they had their role players. They know their role and they fit together, right? The bench got more chemistry than the starters. And it's been like that even in the preseason. Chemistry is not just an offensive thing, it's a defensive thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of trepidation, hesitation on the offensive end and the defensive end, right? Mm-hmm. That is not going to last. It's a brand new team. Jalen Brunson's hesitating. Carl Anthony Towns is hesitating because he's like, all right, Or do I play? How much drop do I give? How do I switch? Like he's hesitating to like, what do I do? Right? Karl Anthony Towns didn't have a bad game, but there were times offensively. I don't even want to talk about the defense because I know Tibbs is going to figure it out. They have no chemistry right now defensively or offensively. Offensively, they have a lot of work to do because here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Karl Anthony Towns needs to get the ball, and it's not that he's soft. That like I'm not saying that he's not soft or is soft. I'm just saying there are times when Drew Holiday had the ball with Drew Holiday defending him, and he didn't get it. He didn't go down low. There are a few times he got it and was taking too long to make a move, hesitated, allowed the double team to come. That's all chemistry stuff, right? Jalen Brunson is used to just taking over a game. Even when Julius there, he's just used to taking. You have to give the ball to Karl Anthony Towns in the paint when you got a baby on it. I don't care how strong Drew Holiday is. He's 6'3" or 4, whatever. Like, no, you're 7 feet. You
Locked him up though.
He clapped him up a few times, but he did get fouled a few times too.
He did.
Like intentionally fouled because he was too
credit,
deep in the paint with Drew Holiday on him, and he knew like I can't do this. Like I can't guard him here. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried. The only thing that I'm concerned about is not Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges. Look at what he did in the second half.
No, I agree with you. I agree
You know
with
what
you.
I mean?
That.
Second half, that man looked comfortable. The shot didn't even look different. It just looked more fluid.
I was going to say, I feel like he just got it out of his mind. Whatever he was trying to do with his shot in the first half. So my thing, because obviously I watched him on the Nets last year. His shot was so clearly different in the preseason and the first half of that game. It looked like, I don't know, he's trying to like have a higher release point for whatever reason. Maybe he feels like his shot was too easy to guard.
Like the Bill Cartwright going on.
Right. But it was only for like 3-point attempts. His shot looked different from when he was doing 3-point attempts and like mid-range, his shot looked like two different shots. Until the second half when he just started going back to his regular shot. And I was like, so I don't know why he was doing that in the first place, but he looked obviously mad comfortable in the second half. Because he went from like 1 to 4, and then he ended up the night with like, I don't know, like 7 for 13 or something close to that.
See, here's the thing, right? His shot to me didn't look different. It just looked like he shot it more confidently. Maybe I wasn't paying attention enough to the shot, but to me, like he always had a funny shot anyway. So it's like seeing him shoot funny is not different, but the shot didn't look different to me. It just looked like he had no hitch in it because he was shooting. He wasn't thinking. Yeah. Like in the first half,
that's what I meant. He had like a hitch. It wasn't like a different shot, but yeah, it had a hitch. That's because
he was thinking. Whereas in the second half, he was like, it's my team now because it's me. I think Karl Anthony Towns is out there too. But like I'm the ball handler, I'm the guard. I don't want us to lose by 60 because if he didn't wake up, we were going to lose by 60. I don't want to lose by 60. I'm just going to go out there and just be me.
Yeah.
And once he realizes that he could do that in the starting lineup, he could do that at any point in the game, then he'll be all right. The shots are going to go in. He's going to shoot near 40, if not 40%. I'm not worried about him. Josh Hart now.
I was going to bring him up to you.
Okay.
Going to bring him up
Thank you. Because people don't talk about Josh Hart enough. Knicks fans do. But the regular NBA, they don't understand because they don't really watch the Knicks like that. I'm telling you. Josh Hart can shoot. And he can shoot well. He doesn't like to shoot. That's the problem. And because he doesn't like to shoot, in the regular season particularly, he tends not to shoot as well as he can, and as his ability should allow him to do, right? Because he doesn't like to shoot. He turns down shots, and I'm telling you right now, if Josh Hart is to stay in the starting lineup, he's the one that wanted to be a guard again. I think somebody on Twitter said, "Oh, he's going to be the backup 4 or something like that," because that's what Tibbs said, and they were quoting Tibbs. And he said, "Nah, I'm a shooting guard. I'm a 2." He said that on Twitter. You're a 2 now. Again, you're now the 2.
Yeah.
You're a shooting guard. Shoot. If you
Facts.
cannot,
He has to shoot.
if he don't want to shoot, he's gonna ruin the offense if he doesn't shoot. And the funny part is, I know in the playoffs, that shot percentage is gonna go up because in the play, he's just a very clutch player, and he's like Mikhail. When he loses himself in a game, he plays better than everybody who's not a Knicks fan expects him to play. You know what I mean? And I think, last thing, if we don't look good still by like the in-season tournament, we should consider changing up the offense and making Josh Hart play like Isaiah Hartenstein. Run the play through him. Put him at the nail on the free throw line. Let him be the one making all the play because he was getting Draymond Green type numbers in the playoffs all year, really.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? He's a playmaker. He's an aggressive, throw himself at the rim type of guy, but he's a playmaker at the same time. So
I like that a lot.
If what's going on doesn't work out, we have options. That's why I said the Knicks are going to win the championship. As soon as before we got Cat, I said we're going to the chip. Now I'm saying we're winning the chip because we got so many options, and I don't think Tibbs is that bad of a coach. He can't mess this up. So we got options now. He cannot mess this up. Even if Josh Hart doesn't play well, put Deuce in there. You saw how well he was shooting?
Yes. You think, oh, yeah. As a shooter, I thought you were saying, like, put Deuce in the Isaiah Hartenstein role you just talked about.
No.
Like,
Not Isaiah Hartenstein role. But, like, if Josh Hart doesn't want to shoot and they don't want to put him at the nail and be a playmaker, put Deuce in there, put Josh Hart back on the bench. You'll be cool with it. Like, you got too many options, man.
Deuce can shoot. He went crazy in that game, too. Also, so here's my thing, though. Not to like contradict myself, because this is a problem that they can fix. But one thing I saw, like you talked about, the offense and everything. I think the main problem, weirdly enough to say, about their offense was literally the defense. What I mean by that is, I feel like they got so like outside themselves on the defensive end that started affecting their offense. It wasn't flowing properly. They weren't moving around. I feel like they literally just got like they were just that. You coach, like coaches say all the time, like if you're not playing well on the defensive end, it's going to start affecting your offense. You're not going to play hard. You're going to do all this, and I feel like that's what happened with the Knicks too. And then at the end of the game, Josh Hart said a quote. What he said. He said the reporter asked him about how do you feel about like the Celtics, whatever, and he was just like, the NBA needs to drug test him, which led me to believe what I'm saying is a quote like that leads me to believe that so demoralized by them making all those threes that what I'm saying is true. Like you felt like on the offensive end, y'all just weren't in the game because y'all was getting lit up on the other side of the game. So that's not what happens to them every game. Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now, right? First of all, if he shot his threes, if he shot like 6 threes, it wouldn't feel like that much of a avalanche of threes on the other end because you would have counteract. Some of it is you gotta counteract what's going on. You know what I mean? And again, I think they were gonna be out of sorts anyway. Number 2 and number 3 because they didn't have chemistry in the preseason. Like I saw it, you know what I mean? But number 3, I have seen teams play badly in the preseason and then come into the first game of the season and just go off. But I don't think that's what happened. I think they just didn't have chemistry. But number 3, Jason Tatum, right? We know he's nice. As much as I say, he's nice. We know he's nice. Everybody knows he's nice, right? The Celtics didn't change their offense. They didn't make any changes to the roster, really. They played at home. The Knicks are discombobulated on the defensive end. They had wide open threes all over the place. All Jason Tatum needed was to see 2 or 3 threes going in the first quarter, and it was a wrap.
Yeah.
If he had pressure in the first quarter, he was not going to go off like that.
I don't know about
almost hit like 8 threes, something like that.
Yeah. He went crazy the whole game.
Man, listen, man.
I don't know about all that because he was being aggressive too. It wasn't just he wasn't just hitting, like he was being aggressive with it too.
But I'm saying, like, he was aggressive because he was open. It's easy. Like you go to your spot, he had no defensive pressure. All he did was run off of a screen and hit an open shot. At home. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying everybody could do that, but like when you're that good, that's what happens. In the NBA today, you could have somebody hit 10 threes on your head top if you just leave them open. Like,
fair enough. But another problem I think I saw with the Knicks is y'all do not have that much depth. And I heard people talk about it before, but I feel like it really showed its head. When we talk about not in general, but when we talk about the Celtics, I feel like the Celtics are such a deeper team. Really? And that's what I keep thinking about when it comes. Yeah, I think the Celtics have a lot of people like Cornette. We didn't even like Porzingis wasn't even in the game. Porzingis didn't even play. But I think the Celtics have 1 through 10 a very deep team. And I just don't know if the Knicks can match up with that. Because I feel like so many people on the Celtics team, especially when we talk about playoffs. I don't want to talk about playoffs yet, but when it comes to playoffs, we saw it last year a little bit, but I feel like there's mad people outside of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown that could go off on like any given night, and that's a problem for like every other team in the league. Like anyone could explode for like 20 points on the night where they need it to happen. Like Pritchard, Holiday, obviously. Al Horford.
So, like, all right, you're talking about bench guys or just like non-superstar guys, like
both.
Because
I feel like Xavier Tillman could go off on. He's very good offensively.
Who?
Xavier Tillman. Yeah.
I think the Knicks are deeper than the Celtics.
Wow.
You know who Tyler Kolek is?
Oh, he's nice. I'm not gonna lie. He's
Tyler
nice.
Kolek. You got Deuce.
Did he play? Did he play it on the first team? I don't know.
He did.
Okay.
He did. But he played with the other third stringers and like they were just out of sorts.
Yeah, it was like during the
but you got Deuce, Tyler Kolek, Campaign, this other guy, what's his name? Ariel. I forgot his last name. Like it begins with an H. His first name was Ariel. He played very well in the preseason. He caught a poster in the preseason. I think those four, like, then you added McHale and like Josh Hart or somebody like and Mitch is gonna come back. So that's a solid 9-10 right there. I'm not worried. I'm telling you right now, I am not worried about the Knicks, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna figure it out. I'm telling you, when they go on their 10-game win streak. Remember, I said this.
Facts. Fair enough. I'm just looking at the Instagram comments right now. Hey Gordon, yo, I just want to shout out Hey Gordon really quick because he is on every live stream we do. Shout out to you, Hey Gordon. You do not miss a live stream, bro.
You know what?
FASTBREAKS appreciate you. Yeah, why?
Because he wants to see if you're going to talk about the Nets.
I can talk about it, Gordon. Gordon was good. He can talk about it. Cam, I am. Did you see him? Paul?
Cam, I am.
Cam, I am.
I thought you were talking about Cameron Johnson. That person.
Oh no. Cameron Johnson is nice too. He can shoot, but Cam Thomas, bro, is different. my life is now going to be watching Cam Thomas taking 25 shots a night, just chucking it. He don't care. He got no conscience. He's just going to be chucking it. But he's nice. He was efficient last night.
You got to be careful because if y'all are like a 12 seed, something like that.
Yeah.
Y'all need that. Y'all need what's his name?
Cooper Flag.
You need Cooper
Flag or Ace Bailey. Or Ace Bailey too. Because Ace Bailey is nice. Have you heard that name? Have you heard that? Yeah. Rutgers, yeah. Shout out to Rutgers. Rutgers got a good team this year. They just lit up St. John's.
Yeah. What's going on with St. John's?
They good though. St. John's is good, but Rutgers has like 2 All-American level players, you know what I mean?
They got to make the tournament at least one time in the next.
I think they might make it this year. They just missed it. Yeah, they might make it this year. They just missed it last year. They were like on the outside bubble. They just missed it. We have a good team. Right. They just have to do good in January and February because that's where we messed up. We didn't do good in the Big East play last year.
Oh,
But yeah, like I said, bro, shout out to Hey Gordon because we gotta do something, man. We gotta have you like on the episodes. I don't know. Bash just gotta figure out because we appreciate you on every podcast.
salute, man.
Yeah. But
No,
the other
Kyle
game,
waiting on us to talk about the Lakers.
we got to. The Lakers. Bronny James. Bronny James game. How do you feel about Bronny James' performance?
Number one seed incoming. Lakers in 4. Man. Listen, man.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The Lakers fans. I mean, are mad excited this year, and I think they should. It's cool that they are. They should be. They should feel like these teams at the top. But like the way everyone has been gassing up the Lakers, like the Lakers fans. I mean, it's kind of crazy. We'll continue.
I'm telling you, I said it. I said it on my IG story. Everything they say about the Knicks fans applies to the Lakers. Knicks fans,
Knicks fans and Lakers fans are by far the most annoying like fan base. Like
but we got something to be annoying about. Like the Lakers fans should be humble. The Lakers fans should be
talk to him.
Like y'all are not that nice.
Pharaoh, you hear this?
You all are. Look, you're gonna be a top 4 seed, top 4 or 5 seed, right? Are you better than the Thunder this year? I don't know. Are you better than who else? The Timberwolves? I know you just beat them on the Timberwolves, but they have a brand new team too. Right? Are you better? I don't know. Again, top 4 or 5 seed, that's cool, but like, are you better than the Nuggets? Still. Do you have anybody that could do to Jokic what the Timberwolves did last year? Do you have that? Until you have that, calm down.
I get the excitement though, because it wasn't until yesterday that I actually saw what all the issues with like I thought Darvin Ham did not get like a fair cut with the Lakers. I feel like they blamed him for everything. He was a scapegoat. But it wasn't until yesterday that I see like why Lakers fans were so frustrated with him. And it kind of takes me back to like last week or the week before that. Farrah talked about it. We were talking about coaching in the NBA, and he said that like a lot of people with LeBron, like what a lot of coaches have done is just play it safe and just play everything through LeBron. But at least yesterday, and at least not yesterday, but the Lakers game the other day, it seemed like that wasn't the case and what JJ is trying to do. And obviously everyone says they want to play through Anthony Davis and blah, blah, blah. Like all the coaches have kept saying that ever since Anthony Davis got there. But yesterday was the first time I actually saw that really, really be implemented. It wasn't just pass Anthony Davis the ball in the post or like pick and roll Anthony Davis, give him the ball. That's it, because when you're still doing that, that's still playing through LeBron because LeBron's like dictating all those things.
Right.
But yesterday they really played through Anthony Davis. Like all the actions were like meant for him. Yeah. All the actions were meant to get him like open shots. All the actions were for him to play off of. Or like even if he didn't get the ball, end up someone else ended up getting open. And LeBron was the first time I saw LeBron part of a system and not be the system. And I think I saw someone say that on Twitter, like this is the first time LeBron's like buying into the system and not being the system. And I really agree with that sentiment. And it's only the first game, like I said, so it's going to be overreaction.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see if he's going to keep that up when they lose a couple of games, because that's when I feel like it could change. It's all good now, but like LeBron is the type to like if they end up like 6 and 8, they're just going to revert back to that.
Look, LeBron James will never, to the day he retires, he will never buy into a system where he's not the system. And I'm not saying that he's doing it like maliciously or egotistically. I'm just saying he's going to be nice for a while. He's going to be this good for a while. he is look. LeBron James not being the system is almost never a good idea anyway. AD being the system, let's see how long that lasts. Let's see how long that lasts.
That's literally my only worry with it because I feel like it worked. It worked well, and I think that's the best shot at this point. At this point in like LeBron's career, but I just don't. I agree with you. I just don't know how long that's actually going to last. But if anyone could do it, let's see. Because if LeBron does it, that tells me like one of two or three things. If he did do that, that would tell me that he really is ready to retire. Or that tells me he really, really believes in AD this much and he really thinks AD is the best player he's ever played with. Or the third thing that would tell me is he really like believes in JJ Redick and JJ Redick has convinced him of so. And he really believes JJ Redick. JJ Redick has some type of game plan that actually ended up convincing LeBron, who's like impossible to convince. That's the only three things I see if that ends up happening. So I don't know. I don't know if any of those things are true.
Right. See, I think the biggest issue, and Farrah disagrees, and most Lakers fans disagree, but their biggest issue, to me, is just lack of shooting.
Oh yeah, I was going to say the roster does not fit like how much shooting as they were doing.
But Lakers fans want to tell me that they do.
I don't know. I gotta see it. I didn't see it.
That's what I'm saying. Look, they gotta get more shooting to me. If they are able to, because the problem is to me is not that it's too much LeBron. It's that there's not enough support around LeBron. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's the issue. Like, especially when somebody like D'Angelo Russell is inconsistent. If he continues to be inconsistent, you think you're gonna go anywhere, Lakers fans? I know Rui played well and shot well from certain areas, but can he shoot well from most areas of the 3-point line or just one spot? That's the issue. That's the issue. Because look, they would act like AD is just a regular old 30-year-old or 31-year-old. He's like a 36-year-old and a 31-year-old body. Like you can't treat him like he's like some type of young player. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
He's been better though. The last 2 years he hasn't really been like injured like that. So
and that's scary. Because
you waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's kind of crazy.
like at a certain point, like what? I'm not gonna call an injury on anybody, but I'm just saying, like 2 years from Anthony Davis of just straight health and consistency. All right.
Yeah. As you were talking, I was looking up the Lakers like stats from that game. They shot 5 from 30. They're not going to shoot 5 from 30 every time, but they shot 5 from 30 from 3.
5 for 30.
5 for 30. They still won the game though. So that's impressive.
And won.
And won.
I'm telling you, like the Timberwolves and the Knicks, the first 5 games, don't watch that. I'm telling you, go watch. The Timberwolves are going to be very good. Julius Randle is very good in the regular season. People going to see. You're going to see. Well, I can't even say that because I don't know how he's going to play within the offense. I don't know if he's going to be Knicks Julius Randle or Pelicans Julius Randle. I don't know. But
yeah, 5 for 30 is crazy. But
and won.
But either way, I don't know if this is good or bad because, like we just talked about, I don't think the roster has good enough shooters. But from when I was watching the game, I thought they was getting some really good shots, but they just don't have like players to shoot.
They've been getting good shots for years.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yo, it's great. So yeah, I don't know, man. The Lakers, I think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I don't know if they're good. They're not gonna win. I don't think.
What Chuck said, they're gonna be another playing team again.
They might be better, but
I don't know. I don't know about that.
They might be better. Like again, if they stick with like the system that JJ looks like he's trying to do through Anthony Davis, because another thing I really like that I didn't see nobody else do so far with Anthony Davis is, he was like. a ball handler when it came to pick and rolls. They had like people come do screens for him, but it wasn't even at the top of the key. It was like inside, like the 3-point, and he was just getting to the middle of the floor and scoring that way. And I thought that was just like mad smart because like that he was creating mismatches. It created problems where like the big had to choose like who to guard. A lot of times he had to choose between picking up the roller or figuring out like because then it would create like a switch, and then the big had to choose like what to do, and it created a lot of problems for the Minnesota defense, who obviously has a good defensive team. So I think things like that is really one taking advantage of Anthony Davis's like crazy skill set. Because I forget how good he really is at all these different things. Because he's Anthony Davis should be a lot like he should be touted a lot better than what he is.
Because of his injuries, man. It robbed him of a lot of years.
Yeah.
Like collectively, it robbed him of a lot of years. That's the only thing.
And it's unfortunate too because like if he was like healthy this whole career and like winning his whole career, he low-key would be looked at as like Kevin Garnett, like improved, like a 2.0 Kevin Garnett, who could do like so much more.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate, but other than that, man, I thought the Lakers had a good system. I liked the threes it was getting. Bronny James was like amazing.
You know what?
I said Bronny James was amazing.
What you mean by that?
I was just playing. I was just joking because.
All right, let me say this.
They played him for you. I knew you wanted to say something. I
really wasn't thinking about it, but now that you brought him up, I'm gonna say this. Right?
Yeah.
It's good. All right. I'm happy that he got to play with his father and create history in the NBA. That was actually nice to see. Like I actually appreciated that. And I like the post game interview with Taylor Rooks and all. Like I actually appreciated it. Right. Now send him to the G League where he belongs. Listen, JJ, send him to the G League where history was made. All right, listen, man, congratulations, great. Wow, first NBA first. Wow. All right, now send him to the G League where he belongs, where he could develop and actually be the player that he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think the G League was gonna be very helpful, and I think that's the plan because he only played like what? He probably played like 4 minutes that whole game. Yeah, he played like 3 minutes, so it's clear that he is not in the rotation. They just did that for the moment to be history. I literally don't think he's gonna be playing in another Lakers game for a while. I think because the G League didn't even start yet, so I think he's gonna be on the roster. Until the G League starts, and then like whenever they start, they're just going to set him down there. We're not going to see him in the game again for a while, and then probably bring him up for like Christmas or something, and yeah, that's going to be his career for a little bit. But he's on the main roster because he has a guaranteed contract. He's on the main roster, so we're going to see him from time to time be up on there.
Listen, man,
yeah.
Bronny is just not like. I don't know how good he is. I don't know. I literally don't know how good he is. I know he had like 1 or 2 good games in the preseason. The last like 1 or 2 games. Outside of that, I don't know how good he is. I don't think he knows how good he is. The Lakers don't know how good he is. We know why he's on the Lakers. He set the history. It was in the day, man. Listen, I know it's kind of crazy because most people didn't think LeBron would play so long that he'll be able to play with his son. But how long into his son's career do you think he's going to play? Like, he will play longer than his father. And for him to have a successful career, he needs to be developed.
Right.
Needs to be developed. So do the development. Don't, we get it. Okay, congratulations. All right. It was nice to see. I liked it. It was nice to see. Good display of black fatherhood as well. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I actually like that. You know what I mean?
I like that.
But okay. All right,
But
now
people,
it's his career. It's not LeBron's. It's
yeah,
LeBron James Jr., not LeBron James' career.
the one thing people also need to remember that he's a 58 pick. This is completely normal for him to be in the G League. Like most picks this late and like most NBA picks that late end up doing exactly this. They might be on the roster, but end up going to G League for most of the year. So I know mad people are going to try to say he's like on the team and like taking a roster spot from somebody and blah blah. But like this is exactly where guys like him go. They just end up in the G League.
I will say, Stephen A. said on First Take that some people were going to take him earlier.
Yes, I did hear that, and I'm not surprised about that because he was good in high school. I remember, like, because he was All American in high school. He was ranked pretty, like, he wasn't ranked high, but he was like ranked in like the 20s and 30s in high school.
Did he have one of the lowest points per game averages in McDonald's All-American history?
I don't know. Oh, probably.
He had like 12. He averaged like 12 points per game in high school. He looked good because of his playmaking ability, but like
yes.
But
I remember that was the thing people were saying about him. It was his playmaking, defense, and his shooting. Those were the things I was about him.
But the problem is when you play on a star-studded team like that, like Sierra Canyon, then it's like I don't know. Look, he got an uphill battle to climb.
He does.
And one thing you can say, he has a feel for the game. So let him develop. Don't force him to play with his father. Don't force him. Don't like he did it already. All right, cool. Let him develop. Because right now, Kyan Anthony is better than him. That's all I'm gonna say. New York, stand up, man. But yeah. But listen, man, y'all see this man Allen is frozen. you all see this man is frozen, man. So we were gonna get off of here anyway. But I don't know if he wants to come back and say something or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is the first opening week for the NBA. WNBA is officially done. College basketball is underway. We're excited. Fast Breaks. We're gonna be covering everything for you guys, man. We are gonna cover a little bit more college basketball, especially because now this draft class is supposed to be crazy. So at least crazier than last year. But you know, we're gonna be here, man. Thursdays and Saturdays around the same time. Every Thursday, we're gonna be here, and we're excited. Listen, NBA season starting up. We starting up. Well, we've been starting up, but you know what I mean. We're gonna rev it up and rank it up, and get more content going out there, man. So, listen, it's Fast Breaks. Share with your friends. YouTube, Instagram. We here.
Come on. It's Fast Breaks. Listen. We back with another one.
Fast breaks, yeah, we coming with the takes. Never early, never late, but we always push the pace, yeah. And we really study tape, y'all just view the highlights. Man, we really watching games, yeah. You just watch from the stands. We run 3-man weeks, Paul, Dre, and Allen, yeah. Way more than a fan. We got love for the game. We don't have to pretend. Got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. I'm the run the fast break. Throw me the outlet. Yeah, we got it out the mud like you get it off the glass. Time to run the fast break. Throw me the outlet.